Welcome back. So this will be my final video on the Warn winch installation. So I ran into a few issues. I did notice that what I probably did wrong or didn't do according to that video I was referencing, because there's a couple videos on how to install it, so I didn't kind of do a how-to, but I will touch on some issues that I come across that maybe that will help you avoid the problems I had. You can mount the winch to the mounting bracket. First you put the mounting bracket on, and then you mount the winch to the mounting bracket. Then you put the bumper on last. People did it differently. I put the mounting bracket on first and had some trouble getting this on here. I ended up mounting it to the bumper and then putting it on here. But I was trying to put it in there after I put the mounting bracket on there. Anyways, I wanted to say that, but I ran into some issues. Might be able to see it. Let me see if I can zoom in on it. Hold on just a minute. Anyways, if you see that the cable rubbed there a little bit, I just pulled it out when I was putting it together. But with the Honda winch, from Honda, the same winch, but with the Honda sticker from Honda Accessories, the fairlead that comes with it has a bigger fairlead bottom roller. You can get just this fairlead off Amazon or whatever. It has to be Warn, but you want to make sure it's the one with the larger bottom. I ordered that because this one, it doesn't push that cable up beyond the mounting bracket, so the cable rubs. I ran into that issue because I got this Warn VRX winch from Cabela's for $200, whereas the one from Honda that comes with this, the right fairlead is $400. But you can order it off Amazon for like $70. So I ordered that and I'm waiting on that. So I'll have to take that back off. I don't know if I can take it, but I'll have to replace that. But it's not critical right now, as I don't need the winch. But I gotta go back and put some electrical tape on the ends here. But the wiring for the wrencher wasn't too bad. When I tested it initially, it drained my battery real fast, so I had to recharge the battery back up. Another thing is the wiring went pretty well, pretty smooth. I showed you back there in the back how I did it. I took my time and I did my wiring and routed my wires, cable management neatly along the frame, out of the way of the heat and stuff. But yeah, I need to get that fairlead. I was going to do an oil change, but I need one more gallon. And I'm going to show you here at the end of this video. I'm going to put in a clip of why Honda only really recommends Honda Pro GN4 10W30 conventional. I have both the service repair manual and the owner's manual. Now, does that mean that you can't run other oils? Yes, you can. As long as it's 10W30. You can run OW30. I have OW30, which is a synthetic blend. It's not fully synthetic because it does get really cold here, but I haven't put it in here, and I might not. I was looking for I got a magnetic engine block heater, Cats, but it's aluminum engine. It don't stick to it. But I took the jack and I pressed it up against. I took the skid plate off and put it up underneath the bottom of the crankcase to touch the engine, but it never did work. It never did. I mean, the heater worked, but it didn't transfer the heat. They have the other kind that has adhesive tape. I think that would be better. But overall, if you can put it in a heated garage or something like that, and you live in temperatures 20 degrees and stays below that, whether it's -10, -15 Fahrenheit degrees or something, you need to put OW30 in it, or keep it in the heated garage, so that it's warm. 10W30, it thickens up once it starts getting really cold, and it does get extremely cold. It's like -5 here the other night with wind chill, and that factors because it stays consistently windy living here on Lake Michigan, where I live now. But I put some air in the tires. I'll probably take the battery back out, leave it inside to keep it charged. It's better to do that. I am going to siphon out what gas is left in it. I might run it some more if it warms up. It's like 40 something. I got an actual infrared thermal. Let's see what the temperature is on the outside of the machine here. Let's see. Engine's at, of course it's cooling off a little bit, but side of the motor's what it is, 100 degrees. But let's see, just a regular ground. It's not too cold right now. It warmed up to like 43 or something today. So I've finished working on the winch, charged the battery, and ran it up and down the street, put another mile. I have 17 miles on it now, according to the odometer. I was hoping to get around up to 25 and maybe change the oil, you know. But to this regular 10W30, and I'll show you the OW30 I got too. It's all Honda oil, but I'll show you what it shows in the owner's manual and the service manual about the oil. JASO MA is what you want, because you need not just any 10W30, some fully synthetics, because it's a wet clutch design, which means the transmission and the engine shares the same oil. You want to make sure it works with wet clutches, your clutches, especially in the manual transmission one. And so you got to look into that too, something that works well with that. But in neither the manual, the owner's manual, nor the service manual or repair manual, it just says it recommends Honda Pro Gen 4 10W30. That's what it calls for. That's what it says to use. That OW30 I got from Honda Pro says that can be used as a break-in oil too during the break-in period. I'll try to do some more research on that. Idemitsu is who makes Honda's oil. It's a Japanese oil refinery company, but they make Honda's oil, most of it, especially for ATVs. But it's a credible company. They've made oils for Toyota too. So ExxonMobil makes oil for Toyota now, but before it was Enos, and sometimes Idemitsu made oil for Toyota. Anyway, so that's that. Let's see, anything else update on the Honda? No, I've been working a lot, so I haven't been able to make videos. I mean, work like 17 hours not this past weekend, but the last one. It's like 17 hours, or Thanksgiving, Friday of Thanksgiving, Black Friday. But yeah, when I drove it up and down the street after installing the winch, I wanted to see if I could tell a difference in the handling because of the weight of the winch, but I didn't seem to be able to notice any difference. Seemed fine. Maybe at really slow speeds or something. There's a little bit of heft to that weight, or that winch. So, well, I guess that'll conclude it for now. I still need to mount a few. I got the fuel tank, but I need to mount it on the rear, and maybe install that GMSR radio. Do that. I might put skid plates on it. I might paint them black. The ones from Honda, but I might paint them black. But that might be the ones I go with. I showed you this, I believe, the little hand pump. It works because I just used it a little bit ago, because where it's been cold, I pumped up the air. You know, it's a little bit of work, but it's nothing major. But it fits in here just snug. Put your tire repair kit in there in case that happens. Yeah, you can put that, even though it's not a lot of storage, it comes in handy for the right things. I mean, if you want a tow strap or tow rope or something like that, you put your cell phone in if you want it. And I also wanted to mention, and I looked at these too, you know, people want to use their phones, but like, you know, this don't have like the Can-Am, the magnetic holder, and you can charge your cell phone. You can get the 12-volt accessory, and you can get on Google or Amazon and find the plug-in that allow for you to hook a USB cable charger, and you can charge it to your phone. And then you can get a quad lock mountable handlebar for your phone to sit like if it was sitting right here. They're not really cheap, the mounts, but they're good ones. I mean, there may be some cheaper ones. It's basically the same thing you can find on Amazon. But you can charge it up right there. I mean, it's nothing major. You can put it right here and hook it up here. You know, so, you know, that's an easy fix. I wouldn't buy Can-Am for that. So, well, that'll conclude it. I've had to get out ride it, and I probably won't ride it till the weather breaks. I did ride it up a little bit more up and down the street to put another mile on it. Hopefully it'll warm up again, and I can get up to maybe 25 miles. I don't know. It's getting cold. But I don't really want to start it up unless it's like in mid to high 30s at least. Unless I find a way to heat up the engine or heat up the machine. I was thinking about insulating that shed. I know I'm rambling on, but or finding some kind of portable shelter or something and heating it up, and then being able to put this in there and get it about between 70 and 80 degrees, the whole machine, coolant, engine oil, everything, and then starting it up. And then once you warm it up, you can ride up and down. I could ride up and down the back alley here to get up to 25, and then change the oil at 25 miles. And then change it again at 50, and then change it again at 100. I said not to change the oil, and in a lot of cases, yeah, that'd be fine, but I wanted to try to find out more about the oil that's actually in it to kind of verify that it's not just regular GN 10W30. Because if it is, then it doesn't make a difference. But if it's got additional additives to the oil from the factory, a factory break-in oil that's not the same as the GN 10W30, that I really don't want to take it out till it goes through the polishing of the engine break-in period. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna drain the fuel, put some premium in it because of the winter. I may jack it up a little bit, keep the weight off the tires. Check the air pressure from time to time. But yeah, I guess that'll conclude it for this episode. Hope this video helps some people. If you have any questions, anything, just let me know. And I'll see you again here next time on the ground. Okay, so here's the oils that I I've been referring to. The SAE 10W30 GM4, the SAE OW30 HP4, synthetic blend from Honda. This is their coolant, 50 blend. Drive shaft oil for the front and rear differential. That's the oil filter. And here is the air filter, which you don't need to change. Shouldn't, but if you do, that's Honda air filter. Okay. Anyways, so this is the actual service manual. But right here where it talks about the engine oil. Recommended, let's see if we can't get that to focus in a little better. Recommended engine oil tells you the capacities and stuff. But here it says, here we go. Pro Honda GM4 4-stroke oil or equivalent motor oil. API service classification SG or higher. JASO T903 standard MA. Viscosity SAE 10W30. So that's the repair manual. Okay, didn't say anything about fully synthetic or whatever. Anyway, so let's go to the actual owner's manual and see what it says. Basically the same thing. It says API classification, SJ or higher, except oils labeled as energy conserving or resource conserving on the circular API service label. And JASO T930 standard. MA, that means for wet clutch, or clutch and engine transmission oil. Again, Pro Honda GM4 4-stroke. Some might say, oh, they're trying to promote their own product, but Honda does not make their oil. Idemitsu makes oil for Honda. Suggested oils are equal in performance to SJ oils that are not labeled as energy conserving or resource serving on the circular API service label. Your ATV does not need oil additives. Use the recommended oil. Do not use oils with graphite or molybdenum additives. They may adversely affect clutch operation. Do not use API SJ or higher oils displaying a circular API, energy conserving or resource conserving service label on the container. They may affect lubrication and clutch performance. So here we'll zoom in a little bit on that. So those we don't want to use. Not recommended. Only these. Do not use non-detergent vegetable or castor-based racing oils. I know I'm reading this out, but it's just other viscosities shown in the following chart may be used when the average temperature in your riding area is within the indicated range. So you see 10W30, the lowest it has it listed at is maybe 15 degrees, between 15 and 20 degrees at its lowest Fahrenheit. Below that, you need to use OW30. So JASO T903 standard. The JASO T903 standard is an index for engine oils for 4-stroke motorcycle engines. There are two classes, MA and MB. Oil conforming to the standard is labeled on the oil container. for example, the following label shows the MA classification. 1, oil code. 2, oil classification. On the next page here. Okay, that's just about how to do it. So we just want to talk about that. So here's your regular Honda Gen for 10W30. 1 quart. SJ. See, so it shows right here. MA, guaranteed. So let's go over here and look at the OW30. That's what it says on the back. SJ, MA. Let's see what it says here. For cold climates. The Honda Pro, it says here that the oil is approved for use during break-in period. And it seeks all new Honda ATV warranty standards. So, these oils can be used, and this is what I would recommend. I'm sorry this is blurry, but these would be the oils I would recommend because this is what the owner's manual recommends, and this is what the service manual recommends. This OW30 claims you can use it during the braking period. Probably a good possibility. It's up to you. This would be my recommendation. So, as what kind of lubricants and stuff you want to use. But if you really want to know more about how to repair the main, this is the official Honda. There it is. Focus. There we go. 661 HR 310. That's the actual service repair. I know my video seems a little slow, but I'm tired. I mean, I've been working a lot. It's the busy season for us. So, I may actually go out there and change the oil. It just depends. It's going to be dark, but I may go ahead and do that. I really wanted another quart of this because it's the first oil change. I want to, start it up, let it run for a little bit, drain it. I might wait till tomorrow, check the temperature, and run a quart of this through it. Just let it run through and rinse out the engine, and then put basically 3 full quarts of this in it. And you're good to go. So I'll see you again here next time on the ground.